Hi.
So, what is it, Nova? So I think it could be beef.
I think it could be beef.
It's number 6, as has been pointed out by our special guest today. And earlier on I mentioned this, and I used the word special in sort of quote marks.
What's that?
Who is it, Nova?
What was her name again?
You need to help us out.
Charmaine, Diamond White.
It's Charmaine Diamond White.
Oh yes, that was it.
I said Charmaine Diamond White on Instagram the other day, and someone thought I said Charmaine Diamond Twat. Charmaine Diamond Twat.
I noticed that.
Twat. So Charmaine's here with us. You can hear some gargling noises. We've got wine on the go. So we've actually just been to a vigil in the Triangle, which is the gay area in Bournemouth.
Yes.
To remember the victims of the Orlando shootings.
That was organised by the MCC, the Metropolitan something Church. That's it. Oh no, it won't be Catholic.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe Christian. I don't know.
A very sort of new age.
It was very nice.
I think the Rev was gay, right?
I don't know. It was very sensitive.
Yeah.
They read out the names of some of the named victims, and there were moments of silence, and we all held hands, and we were encouraged to sing a song, which we did not partake in, just because I find singing in big public groups really strange. It was sad, but it was very, very cute. So we decided to come back and just have a bit of a drink with us, because we were all kind of feeling a bit depressed.
We were very depressed, rightly so. It was a bloody respectful ceremony.
It was.
Charmaine just shat all over it. So the whole point of this, though, is that obviously we can't not mention it, and how disgraceful, disgusting it was, etc., etc. We've been on Facebook.
If you've got us on social media, you know our thoughts on this.
You'll know. We went to Pulse 2 years ago, and it was so nice. The people that ran it were just so lovely. There was a bunch of guys we met in the smoking area, and they were from they worked at, where was it, downtown Disney they worked at, and they were just so friendly to us. It was just such a welcoming environment. It was so amazing. So the whole thing was just, even worse, hearing about it. But we wanted this podcast to be uplifting and kind of happy, and we want to still put really bad gay shit out there into the world. Nova and I.
So there isn't really any particular theme for this podcast. We just kind of wanted to talk about a few current topics and give you a bit of an update as to what we are doing with ourselves right now. And then just kind of Char was there, so we said, do you want to get involved? And she was like, yeah, I've got nothing better to do, so that's why she's here.
Mm-hmm.
So we want this podcast to be happy and fun and, informative, like all of our podcasts are. So we've lined up a few topics. The whole point really that we're doing this is because we were going to release a video. And it was a general knowledge, like a trivia quiz.
Yeah, in my so last weekend I did a very unplanned video about transgender people and the difficulties of just outright asking someone what their gender is or whether they're transgender. And that was partly because A, I recently read a few comments on YouTube that just made me want to do it spontaneously, and B, because I was really struggling to edit this video on time that was supposed to be up that day. So I did that instead, and in that video I mentioned that the next one will be coming the following week, so this weekend. But upon editing that, we both had a go at it. We just decided it was a load of shit, basically.
Okay, so the deal is, we quite like Graveyard Girl. Nova found a video. Graveyard Girl did a trivia quiz with her boyfriend. What's the guy's name? Dogman.
Yeah.
So it was they have this little card trivia game set, and they answer questions, and it's really funny. But we didn't realise. I didn't actually watch the video, so I blame Nova for not realising this. That when we did it, we had what's it called? Multiple choice answers. So we're just sitting there with this app, pressing it, saying, I think that's the answer. And when we watched it back, we thought, well, this doesn't make any sense because no one knows what is happening. It's so stupid. So hers didn't have the...
It really just came down to no amount of editing would have made it
just wasn't
make
fun.
Sense.
Also, it was a fucking difficult quiz. So anyway, we're going to redo it. We went into a charity shop and bought... I've got it here.
We were actual, a Trivial Pursuit. And it's the family edition, so it won't be too intellectual and too complicated.
Although I looked through it and it's really hard. It says family edition, but it's actually quite hard.
But we will do that at some point.
I would give Charmaine just one quickly now.
All right, go on. Go for it.
Actually, no. This is not. This is quite okay. Which of Robin Hood's band of outlaws was a churchman?
Oh, I couldn't even fucking begin to guess.
Little John.
It's
no.
quite appropriate. Think
Maid
of drag
Marian.
queens.
Maid Marian.
No. Friar Tuck.
Oh.
Oh yeah, fire.
Get it?
Yeah.
You tuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really remember.
I don't know what. Robin
even know
Hood
they
was
had
the fox.
names.
He was a fox.
Yeah.
Was he a real person? No.
Well, it's a real. It's
It's
like
a real fox.
it's a story that's been adapted in other ways. Disney's adaptation turned them into animals.
Oh, but they weren't really animals.
Well, it's not real. It's just it was a story before.
I mean, I hadn't envisioned we would be talking about Robin Hood, but that's fine. That's good. So let's just get underway with one of the first of many amazing topics we're going to cover. It's going to be Bournemouth Pride.
Yes, Born Free is the name of the organisation that organises.
You're so fucking articulate. I can't hear it.
Yes.
It's what is it? The 9th of July.
It's the 8th to the 10th of July.
Oh, of
Friday,
course.
Saturday, Sunday.
It's like a weekend deal.
Mhm.
But the biggest day is always the Saturday, and that is when they have a bandstand in Bournemouth Gardens and some stalls around there. There is a parade in the morning, and there is also a small arena that gets erected in the Triangle. And
I can't believe
I've
it's
got
erected.
Novympia and Char both giggling to themselves because they use the word erected.
Oh, you're so embarrassing.
And the Triangle Arena is where we've performed the last few years. So that's that, and then all the venues do like special events throughout the day and the evening and stuff. So I think that's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Do you work? Are you trying to sell it? You're advertising.
I'm just trying to explain, like,
You want to go to?
I think it's quite unusual. I don't know about. I feel like in the US they just kind of have like Pride Fest. They might have like a county. Do you guys have a festival for like separate counties, or is it just states? Because I think it's strange how there are so many Pride festivals across the UK when we are such a tiny little island. But I mean, there's Brighton Pride, there's Manchester Pride, there's Bristol Pride.
Thousands.
I don't think they do. All I've ever heard of is like the main
Like
state
LA Pride
yeah.
or NY
Of course you're going to
Pride.
hear
Yeah.
about those because they'll be huge. But
No, I know, but comment down below. I'd like to know. I just thought it'd be interesting to
does Des
explain.
Moines, Illinois have one?
I just
What
thought it'd be
about
cool to
Boise?
explain, like, because we're just Bournemouth. We're not even a city.
We're not even in Bournemouth. It's shit here. It's so shit. You wanna leave the part where there's a bar, and you wanna go after our set. We'll get to our set. Don't worry. And you wanna go to the gardens with all the children. Now I'm gonna need some explanation on this.
Only because my youngest sister is 17.
Well, when she bloody 18.
She only turns 18 in November, and last year she wanted to come and watch us sing, and she wanted to come and watch us sing this year, and I think she would really like to just be a part of Bournemouth Pride this year. And she's not 18, and it's over 18s only in the Triangle Arena. So I
Can't
thought
she just get a fake ID?
I thought perhaps it'd be a nice idea to try and experience the gardens as well as the Triangle this year.
I did spend a day in the gardens last year. And
What?
It was actually alright. The day in the gardens.
So we've never been. I think it looks quite nice.
I stood there to watch your set.
I think,
Yeah, I
think the Triangle Arena is a bit crap to begin with. I think
Yeah.
it's good in the evening.
What, you're saying it's shit?
I mean,
on?
like, come and see us, and then, like, do what you like. Because we're on at 1:15 this year.
What are we? 1:15 in
1:15.
the afternoon.
Yes.
And last year we opened for Bucks Fizz.
Such an ass.
This year, who are we opening for this year, Nova?
I don't know.
Or is someone opening for us?
There's some little boy from... Oh, there's still coke on me. Some little boy from X Factor, some girl from The Voice. I think it's
That's
Sam
so shit.
Callahan
Who?
Who the fuck
and
is that? I want
Rachel
someone
from
like...
The Voice.
I want someone like Lisa Scott Lee. Or like, what was she called? Sweet Dreams, my LAX.
Rachel
Stevens. I want someone like that, like, who's got a bit bloated and you sort of want
Claire
to
from Steps.
stare at them. Oh.
She's lost a ton of weight
Speaking
now.
of Claire from Steps,
She
we
bounces up and
we
down.
all went
doesn't
out
she?
Yeah.
for Charmaine's
No.
birthday. Charmaine's birthday happened, what, 3 weeks ago now? 2 or 3 weeks? And
I dropped out.
we all went out. It was a great night. We were in Guiche. And, you know, was it the night before you tried your skirt on it?
No, it wasn't the night before, it was a couple of days.
And what happened, please? And did it split?
Well, first of all, I fucked the zip on it, the zip bust, and then
That's what you get from ordering from Hong Kong on eBay.
it was American Apparel.
And then
Big
we made
bitch.
That's what you get for ordering Singapore noodles as well.
I split the zip on it, and I tried to fix the zip, and then broke it all together like completely. So I had to take it out.
And so, how is that appropriate when we're talking about? How's it relevant to the birth room steps? What was her name again?
Claire.
How is it? Because she always had the extra panel put into her outfit, didn't she?
And I put 2 in.
She was the juicy one, thick one.
Oh,
So,
she was the only one who could sing there.
She was good. She went. You know, I was looking at the other days when she went on that opera thing. Do you
She
remember
was
that?
fucking good.
She was good.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
So anyway, Born Free 2016, we are going to be doing a few songs. I don't think we should really say everything that we're doing, but do you want to...
Well, let's not then, but we could say like what we're opening with, should we? The whole set has got a sort of Australian vibe to it.
Wow. Your songs.
I mean, the ones I'm singing to anyway. I'm going to have a little sort of Australian flag on my t-shirt, I think. Just because I think the whole thing will be so cute. And we've decided today we're going to do something in blue.
Yeah.
Just because coincidentally we both planned on wearing blue outfits. So we're just going to say it's going to be blue. That's probably that then.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the song that we're opening up.
Oh, right, okay, great, yeah. So, it's The Sound of Silence by Dami Im, which is the Australian entry for Eurovision this year.
But we're turning it into a duet, and I think it'd be good.
I mean, I don't think it'll be great, but...
I think it'd be good.
Passable.
I've run through it a few times. I think it'd be good. I feel good about it.
She came second. She didn't win.
No.
Devastated. What are your plans for Pride then this year, Charmaine?
What time are you on?
1:15.
I'm going to get there about 2 o'clock.
Great.
Great. No, I'll come beforehand like I did last year. I waited last year for the float and it took forever.
Yeah, I
fuck
think
the float.
we haven't.
Fully
Fuck the
float.
What I mean, it's a lot to go and actually attend the parade in the morning because it's very early in the morning, and if you're going to attend that in drag, I mean, it takes us several hours to get into drag. We have to wake up, and then if we're also going to be asked to perform and then stay conscious until like we go out and eat, it's a lot. So in the past, we've dropped the parade really from our Pride itinerary.
We've slung it like
too much.
shit.
It's too much. It's too early and it's too much.
Yeah.
So you're forgiven for missing that.
Well, I waited for it last year in the Triangle like an hour after I turned up.
Oh,
Kind of
because
like-
it was it super late last year? Something happened,
Yeah.
I think. And it
Oh,
was
I
like
don't
really...
remember.
Or was that the year before? Something happened one time.
I can't remember.
There is a lovely pussycat busy crawling into our garden at the moment.
Now, is that its nose that's black, or has it got like a little Hitler moustache? Look at it.
Oh yeah.
He's so cute.
I've never seen a cat that's black and orange before.
And white.
And white. It's very bizarre looking. It looks sort of like something you'd see in a savannah. I don't know.
It's creepy.
Where's it come from? Look how it's moving. Anyway, you guys.
Anyway,
So you're going to show up. What are you wearing? Do you know?
I have no clue.
I mean, I'm gonna hazard a guess that you're gonna have a blonde hair, and
Maybe.
there's gonna be something pink involved, and you're gonna have it whipped up into some sort of giant 99 flake, and you're going to have a t-shirt that says like "slut bitch" on it, and you're gonna have white socks.
You're probably
Spot
spot
on.
on.
Maybe a little tiara and about 4 cigarettes,
Yes.
which is just the epitome of Charmaine.
Whereas like last
Classic
week,
Char.
just see me from behind, and people will probably see me in the video just in my hair.
Which one?
Last year, the one you did at Friday.
Oh yes, you are. Your hair is in that video. It does
It
feature.
is.
the theme this year is Rio Carnival, but
Oh yes.
they're so terrible every year, these themes. And I'm not saying that is a bad theme, but it will not be executed by fucking anybody, and the extent of the theme will be maybe a few Mardi Gras beads hung over, like, the corners
Yeah.
of shit. Like, it's not going to be... So,
No one fully commits to it, do they? Like
we committed to it one year, and we were like absolute assholes, because no one else did, so we're just going to completely ignore that.
Wait, hang on. Which one are you talking about? The movies one. We
Yeah.
committed to that one, and then the decades one we did as well.
Yeah, but like, no
Did
one...
you do 90s or something?
Yeah.
Well, yes, and we did a deeper shade of blue theme from Steps, and I was obviously Claire because she's the fat bird, and you were, I'm going to say Faye.
Yeah.
Phaetosa.
and you had short, spiky blue hair, like a sin, and you had, oh my god, with that awful spandex skirt with
I
spikes
loved
on
it. I loved it.
You look like an absolute turd.
But it was a costume. It was a costume. But I feel like no one ever cares about the theme. So we didn't do the theme last year. We looked kind of, I don't know. It was very draggy last year.
What was the thing?
Broadway, isn't it?
Broadway, which is basically the same as Decades, which is basically
no,
the
but
same
the
as movies.
No, I think it was Broadway. And this year it's what is it? Carnival.
But this year you said it'd be nice if they go a little bit more casual.
Yeah, I mean, we were casual last year. It's sort of we would.
Well, I was wearing like sequins.
I mean,
and
I
a
never
fucking
do
kit.
like red carpet. I'm usually cash. So.
Yeah, but you had the feathers on, didn't you, last
Yeah,
year?
I
Like it
suppose.
wasn't. So I'm thinking this
The
year.
feathers seen around the world.
I've been looking on boohoo.com and they've got some nice things in like a pastel blue. This sounds awful, but I haven't shown you a picture of it yet. There's this like crocheted t-shirt that's like an ombre pastel blue to white.
You heard it here first, folks. She's wearing a crocheted
Okay,
t-shirt.
but it looks really fucking cool, and I'm thinking about because it's so like.
It sounds like something you'd find at the seaside on the beach, like tucked
It's
on a
cool.
rock.
So I'm gonna wear that over a bra, I think, and then just like a massive blue like high-waisted tutu thing. That's what I'm thinking.
We've still got time to edit that, so that's fine. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try. We were doing a video the other day, and I like to wear shirts that are super long, like extra long. And I was doing a
No one knows
video,
why.
just really long, drapey. You know, I like to look like Iris Apfel. And I had this shirt on, and I realised that without anything underneath it, it looks like a cute dress, like a Sia sort of shirt dress moment. So I'm going to get a new one of that and take it in, so it looks great in just the right places.
Have you
And just wear that and nothing else.
You know Bob the drag queen has done a tutorial for turning a shirt into like a shirt dress.
I know.
Yeah, with a sewing machine, like an easy way. I think you need
That's
two.
like
I
two
think you
yeah,
need two
two
shirts. But it looks really
I
good.
know, but if I have one that's long enough, I'll look at that.
Yeah.
I'll find that.
Yeah, it's good.
If no one is aware of Bob the Drag Queen, she won a television, just a little small
Spoilers.
show. I don't think anyone's heard of it. It's called RuPaul's Drag Race. But that's fine. I'll have to look that up. That's great. I'm going to look at my little napkin of topics, see whereabouts we are. So, oh yeah, Halloween is another one as well. After what's the next thing after Pride? Is there anyone's birthday coming up after that?
It's my birthday.
Oh yeah, what do you want to do? Yeah, but you don't want to do a big thing though, do you? I thought you were having like.
Well, do something because
round.
Rachel's down and Rachel's going to be available. But she's given me the date that I have to celebrate my birthday because it's the only day that she's free. She's like, okay, so you have to do the weekend before your birthday because I'm at uni or something the weekend after. I was like, oh, okay, that's rude. But we'll do something. I don't know what. But Halloween's more exciting.
Halloween is very exciting. When we moved into Novympia Heights, and we will do a tour eventually. No one gives a shit anymore. We'll do a tour eventually. When we first moved in, that was one of the first things we wanted to do. We were going to move in at the very end of last year, and we thought we'll get in just in time to do a Halloween party. Then it all went tits up. But this year it's going to be great.
Yeah, so we're going to be hosting a Halloween party, and there will be video footage of that because we're going to decorate the fuck out of the place. We've got so many Halloween decorations. We go all out for Halloween. Like, we fucking go hard. There's going to be jack-o'-lanterns out the front and the back. There's going to be fucking everything. There's going to be scary music and sound effects in the toilets.
Are we going to invite Charmaine to this?
She's sat right here, so we can't let her
I don't
off,
think she
we?
can hear me. So, moving on swiftly. You've decided what you're going to do.
Yes, I have. Although it might be kind of ambitious.
I mean, it is ambitious, given your.
I don't know how much of it realistically I'm going to be able to like sew. I like the idea of trying to sew, but having never sewn anything before in my life, it might be a bit of a bad idea.
Since you mentioned sewing garments, I have sewn 2 garments, and they were both perfect. So I can help you out there. I'll show you how to thread the bobbin. Well, I made that skirt, didn't I?
Yeah, you didn't wear it.
No, because it wasn't very nice. But I think it'd look great on someone else. You can have it.
But anyway,
You're fucking having it.
as it is the 20th anniversary of Labyrinth this year, I wanted to do a cosplay of Sarah in the ballroom scene. So big, white, hideous 80s poofy dress with big, backcombed, frizzy hair and just like rhinestones and like silver leaf in her hair.
Have you
and
seen
just
Labyrinth?
everything.
All I'm going to want to do for the whole night is follow you around hiding and just go, Everything I've done.
Such a good impression.
Just hide behind a curtain.
But that's what I want to do.
What
Because
about
I've
new
always loved
curtains?
that.
I can hide behind those, even though they're
Shouldn't have
see-through
seen ya.
and they're pathetic. They're so flimsy. Shit, look at the size of them. Well, at least they're there, aren't they?
They
We'll
are.
get.
What are you
back
thinking
it
of
up.
Halloween?
I think I'm going to do. I mentioned this on Facebook the other day. I'm going to do like a drag version of the Judder Man, which
No, that's scary.
is a character featured in a TV commercial from the 90s, early 90s. It was advertising an alcoholic spirit. No, it was like a alco pop, I think it was, called Mets. And it's like an alco pop that's like is it mint, like a minty schnapps thing? I don't know. Anyway, they don't make the drink anymore, but it's got a really famous advert for being really scary. And obviously back then you could advertise booze during the day, and I think it freaked out a lot of children, which I also do. So I think it's just sort of like a woodland, like bogeyman type thing, but he's all frosty and...
He's like an evil Jack Frost.
Yeah, basically, that's a good way of saying it. And he has like a really long, gross chin, and it'll be perfect because, you know, like me, he's very slender. So it'll look great. I don't know quite how I'm going to do it, but it's sort of dark and gross and twisty. And I might be able to, like, I was thinking his hair is like spiky and sort of like, I'm thinking like dreads, like a dread situation. Because I've always liked the idea of dreads, and you've always said that that would look shit, so this is my time.
What about you, Shai? Have you
This
thought
is
about
my
any costume ideas?
moment!
I have.
Are you going as Felicity Monjo?
I am.
Oh, she is!
No, she's terrifying enough. Love you, Flick.
How rude!
I had a really, really good idea. Last year I wanted to do Jackie Kennedy, and I ended up going as Myra Hindley.
Oh, I remember you
Your
saying
Myra
that.
Hindley
And
was
then-
pretty on form. You do tend to look like her.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot.
And then I had a different idea for this year. But I was in a charity shop in Poole, and I found the perfect, like, pink Chanel kind of suit, like dress suit for it.
Did you buy it?
I did. It was £6, and I was like, I fucking can't.
Oh, so you are going to do Jackie O?
Well, I've got the outfit for it. I need to like make some adjustments and sew some bits and edit.
Are you
but-
going to like make a giant car and have her scrambling to get out of the car?
No, but I want like a chunk of brain as my clutch. I want
Oh
like
my
edit
god.
things.
That'd be great. That'd be so great.
Right, and like blood splatter,
splatter
yeah.
on you and a giant.
Right.
Like, yes, that'd be great. I like that idea. It's very tasteful.
It is good. It is good.
It's very, very tasteful. It's it was a long time ago.
Too soon?
No, it was a long time ago.
So as soon as we've got our outfit sorted for Pride, that's going to be the next thing we're going to start putting together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, I'm not going to do much for Pride. That'll be easy to do. Yes, I'm excited about that, actually. People won't make an effort. Vesuvius has had the same Halloween outfit stored in her attic for about 5 years, and it's drum roll, a witch.
And we've banned it from this party. She's not to wear it. She has to get something.
Oh yes, I've already got my costume. No, you fucking did.
That's a really good
I've
impression.
already got it. I'll get it down from the attic. God, it's up there with our hopes and dreams.
Complete with realistic cobwebs.
That fucking shit you pull apart.
Oh,
That's
don't
really
make
good,
me-
that stuff.
Yeah, but
It makes
people
me
never
crazy.
do it properly.
I do it really well.
Like-
Yeah, and it's like clumpy as
It
well.
looks
I
like
do it
someone's put a
really
clump
well.
of like earbud in the corner of a room,
Ah.
like one of those swabs. What are they called? Those
swab?
A swab. No, those. What are they called? A pad.
What?
Those circles of cotton that you
Oh,
pad shit.
yeah.
A swab.
I thought you meant like a...
All right. Well, I'm not sure where we were going with that. I'm going to just check on our list of things. I know this is completely going off base, unless anyone had anything else to say about Halloween.
No.
You wanted to talk about the Mayor of London.
Oh, is there not like a better way of trying to segue?
Okay, well, alright, so
Let's not just go through a list. Let's just talk about things
Halloween.
organically.
Oh my god.
Well, otherwise it's going to be like bullshit, isn't it?
Well, I just thought, we're not timing this. How long have we got? We've got a
So
while.
talk about
We got
Halloween.
halfway. Well, I thought it would be just a nice way to segue. Okay, this is a perfect segue. So, Halloween costume, Claire Richards, Fat Bird. Oh, the mayor said something about fat birds. Or how they're not. They're very skinny in those photographs.
You're full of shit. So, trending on Facebook today was, this is a little bit political. As many people are aware, we now have a Muslim mayor of London. His name is Sadiq Khan, and it's been very... No. And it's been very controversial because of him being a Muslim. People accuse him of not even being British, which is a whole other kind of worms. But anyway, so he recently did something really, what I think is amazing. There was an advertising campaign for a weight loss product. I think it was like a series of pills, or it was basically it was to replace meals. And this campaign was introduced last year and had a massive backlash because the adverts featured very, very skinny blonde models with ribs showing, and they'd obviously been photoshopped. You know the kind of model where their arms are too long, their thigh gap is too wide. You know they don't actually look like that. And these images were fucking humongous, like billboard size, in the tube stations. And they were accompanied by, I think their tagline was, "Are you beach body ready?" question mark. And at the time, there was fucking outrage. So, obviously, Sadiq Khan's been trying to get it stopped, to get it banned, to get the campaign taken down. And he has now done that. And now, it's kind of like backlash onto him. And people are saying that, oh, this is the beginning of the end. He's not going to stop until everyone's wearing a burqa. Like, people should be allowed to have... because she was in a bikini, people should be allowed to put any kind of images of pretty women. Why is he trying to censor? We're all going to be living under the Sharia law. I think it's just fucking disgusting. Like, this is, in my opinion, this is a really good thing. He was saying it was promoting an unrealistic body image, and people are disagreeing with him on this. If you actually look at the images,
okay, I'm gonna look up these pictures because you told me about this, but I haven't actually seen this anywhere.
I have seen worse, but not since they brought in new regulations about the kind of images that can be shown in these campaigns. But it is towing the line. There are ribs, there's a really stupid thigh gap, our arms are really skinny. And it's just not really appropriate in like a public space like a tube station.
Let me have a look, see here. What do I search for?
Just type in like Char beach body advertising.
Khan beach body. Okay.
But when I was looking at the topic on Facebook, I really struggled to find anyone sharing the same opinion as me. The majority of people were basically demonising him and saying that he needs to stay out of this kind of thing and he has no rights to be censoring the British people.
Well, I fully remember that, and I remember the backlash that came with those adverts.
And that is what people have asked.
Yeah, and I don't understand. The only thing is because he's a Muslim, and that's why people are just dicks, aren't they?
I don't know. I mean, obviously she's very thin, and
Same.
Obviously same. And everything about her is an unattainable body
Look how
type.
tiny her waist is, and her arms.
Her
Look
waist
how
is
long her
14.
arms are.
I think there are certain.
That's not real.
There would be certain advertisements
Her arms
where
are touching her fucking knees. No, thank you.
there are certain advertisements where you might think like girls aren't going to look at that, but the fact that it's right next to something that says the weight loss collection. I mean, how anyone can argue that that's okay?
It might as well just say, become anorexic today.
Otherwise, you are not worth living. You're not worthy of love.
Don't go near the beach.
Unless I can see your fucking, what is it called? No, I can't remember. I didn't do very well in biology. What's that thing? What's that thing? Appendix. Unless I can see that through your image. You're not worthy of love. Yes, it comes at the same time as all the sort of English people. Where are they for the Euros? And they're all causing shit, and they're throwing shit, and they're chanting.
They're in Paris.
Fuck off EU. I mean, for God's sake, English people are so embarrassing.
I just feel like any Americans listening to this who are embarrassed by Republicans at the moment and are embarrassed by Donald Trump, like just we kind of understand, because we are really going through a time at the moment in the UK where we have very similarly minded people, and we are also very embarrassed. Like that whole thing with the Euro, the football, it's just disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
Football fans in general, like you go to those places and you see them like throwing like benches at people, and it's just sort of like what? You can't even wrap your head around it. Like these people are such assholes.
To fill in people who don't know, there's like I know nothing about football. It's like some European Cup. Is it right?
It's the Euro.
Euro 2016.
So a bunch of British fans went over to, was it France or other countries as well in Europe, basically to follow the games. And before the games had even started, we're already getting ourselves into brawls and fights and violence.
People just think we're alcoholic assholes anyway, so why are you
We say we're
making
bottles
it
of wine.
worse? Yes, but we're speaking out of love. We're in a nice, safe environment. We're not throwing garden gnomes at French people.
But it's these kinds of people that are saying all of this bullshit about, like, I even saw one person comment on this story about Khan saying, I would actually quite like to see more pretty women around the London tube station. I'm thinking, well, you're a fucking disgusting pervert, aren't you? Really?
It was a man.
Pretty women.
It was an old man who had no idea what he was talking about.
Do you like that shirt?
So disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it? What are you looking at?
It says, I don't care about Euro 2016 because the last time I cared about a big sporting event, Voldemort returned and Cedric Diggory died. And I think that says everything, doesn't it?
Oh, he did. So this will be fun. Let's try and figure out between us, with the three collective brains of, very gay people, what is the Euro? We can't even name it. Euro 2016. But is it hosted in one country or do they move around?
I
think they move around. I think they move around.
So it's.
I'm not sure. I'm not the authority.
Yeah, but that seems daft to me. Like, why would you keep flying your team?
Because I
around
feel
everywhere?
like for football tournaments and stuff, people buy tickets and
The
they're
World
so
Cup is
expen-
held in one country, though.
No, but they buy tickets because they follow their team around around the continent. I'm sure that's how it works. That's why it's so
that
fucking
can't
expensive.
be right.
I'm sure that's how it goes.
But
Which
is that?
was like a tour.
But surely it's based on you don't know where your team's going to go then.
No.
What? But how the fuck can that work?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I couldn't even tell you. I didn't even know it was a thing.
What if you're sitting there and you're like, fingers crossed, we're going to Spain, you guys. Oh, we're against Iceland. Fuck this. Fuck this. That's suggesting that Iceland have a national football team. Are they all Bjork? We live on mountain. I like Bjork. I don't know. We're in it. I know that. Someone at work told me that Hungary are in it and they're shit. And I'm going to say Algeria. No, that's not right. I think it's an A though. Albania are in it and they're shit. So that's a pretty accurate summarization.
I just have no interest in it.
Summary.
Yeah, zero
Euro
interest whatsoever.
2016. So, if anyone's a football fan, stop listening. Go away, do something else.
British people are gross though. We're really into a TV show at the moment, and we mentioned this in our favourite things of May. Oh, we should do June one, shouldn't we?
Are you talking about Can't Pay? We'll take
Yeah,
it
so
away.
there's a TV show, I think it's on Spike.
Oh, it's a great one.
And it's called Can't Pay, we'll take it away.
It's on Channel 5 too.
Channel 5 as well, okay. So we explained in our video, but just to summarise it really quickly again, it is about county court
Bailiffs.
officials and bailiffs. So there's two ways that it goes. So there's people that go around to basically evict people from their homes for one reason or another. Either they're in rent arrears, they're being dickheads, or the landlord's being a dickhead and just wants to kick them out. So there's that. And you just watch these people knocking on the door and telling them they have an hour to leave their home. It's so entertaining. And the other side of it are the debt collectors. So they go around people and it's people who are owed debts and they want immediate payment or they take your goods. So there was this one episode in particular, one of the first episodes we watched, which we just thought it was so funny. There was this woman and this man. I think they owned a business and they
Are you
owed,
talking about Scourge of Society?
yeah. So they owed a substantial amount of money, and the way they work these people is to try and catch people at home. They'll go at like dinner time,
At night, so you know they're going to
so
be
they
there.
know that they're going to be there. So it was like nightfall, and
I
it
think
must
she
have been
owed about
$6 or $7.
$4,000, this
Yeah.
woman.
So they start talking to her at the door, and one of the first things she says, she interrupts and she goes, "No, but do you know, we're bankrupt." And we just thought that was so funny the way she said it, like she had one over them.
I was going to ask the whole way through why Nova was talking about this, and now I know why.
You see, I can do a segue.
Well,
So
you can't, because you changed the subject abruptly, regardless.
I didn't
It's
change
not-
the subject. I was talking about how British people were gross.
I don't know.
Listen, that was a perfect.
That was quite.
That was
I'm going to say it was
perfect,
quite.
But I
good.
think we can all agree I'd like to see Nova on a segue.
Yeah.
Because you would be shit.
In heels.
Anyway, what we were trying to get at is Olympia had an idea.
Okay, so the whole point of the woman saying, but did you know we're bankrupt? So you can't come near us, you can't touch us, we're bankrupt. Because if people owe like, thousands and thousands of pounds, and then they say they declare bankruptcy, the debt is wiped out.
Now in her case, the stupid cow had actually got herself into more debt after being bankrupt.
So all of her debt was eradicated, and then she amassed more debt.
So it's not like you can just declare yourself bankrupt and then just be like, woo, I can just spend anything I want because I'll never have any more debt. She's a dickhead.
Yeah, she didn't realise.
If you acquire more debt afterwards,
you still have to pay it. You can't keep saying, I'm bankrupt, so everyone owes me money.
If I declare bankruptcy, will they cancel my student loan?
I mean, I don't quite know the ins and outs of it. I think maybe you have to... What happens? I don't know. We have to look it up.
Okay.
We have to look it up. But basically,
I don't think it's a really good
Basically, the point is that she thought that she was, because she was bankrupt, she could just go and buy a bunch of shit like on finance and never pay it off because she's bankrupt. So that is, everyone, going to be the new theme of our new song. Because we're bankrupt.
There's no lyrics, there's no melody. We just thought it would be a really, really cool theme for a song, just about that we're so ecstatic and happy that we're bankrupt, that we just have no money.
We're going to get a round of everyone, most expensive champagne in the place, because why? Because we're bankrupt. We haven't got to pay for it, because we're bankrupt.
That's the first I've heard of that theme. I knew there was a song coming.
It's a work in progress.
I'm quite impressed with the idea of
There's a very strong idea there, I think.
But we'll work on it.
Fuck you, because we're bankrupt. Nothing much rhymes with bankrupt. Does anything rhyme with it? Corrupt? No, it doesn't rhyme. Nothing rhymes with it. Nothing rhymes. So, I mean...
Next idea then.
Following on from, the worldwide sort of Friday success of Legendary Creature... just absolutely went
Someone
wild.
commented on that recently, the day before yesterday, and they literally just wrote, I am dying.
Someone messaged me.
It was terrible.
Oh, it was.
It had potential. Someone messaged me and they were just sort of like, hi hun, love your videos, XX, and I was like, oh great, that's just sort of very basic, I was like, thanks. I was like, not that I'm not grateful. I was like, great, thanks. That's, thank you. And they were like, oh yeah, me and the Mister love Legendary Creature, and I just shit myself. I thought that is so funny to think that someone genuinely listens to that song. I was like, you have atrocious taste.
How many views has it got now?
Oh, probably none.
Nothing. But just to remind
that's our first video.
It was
4 years
the
ago.
first video on our YouTube channel.
It was, what did we even... I think basically we were like, oh, we should record a song, and then you found, I think, the backing track, and I was like, oh, let's do it about Greek gods and monsters and shit. And
then I wrote the hook.
We were in our apartment in Lansdowne, which is a horrendous part of town, where we got beaten up on our doorstep. That's how great it is. But that's where we recorded that in a tiny little apartment. And went on to become an overnight success.
It's got 2k views.
Shut up, 2k views. That is a runaway success.
2 years ago.
Wait, 2,476 views.
2 years ago? It's longer than that.
It says 2 years ago.
It's 2013, 5th of July, it's almost a 3-year anniversary.
Oh my god.
Legendary
I'm
Creature.
so embarrassed that it was that short amount of time ago that we did that. That's so embarrassing. Someone commented on a picture of me the other day, and they were like, it was the second this one tastes like crap, and they were like,
girl, are those 4 lashes on your lower lash line?
Someone was like watching you in this video and then watching one of your recent ones. It's like Jinx Monsoon episode 1 to finale. It's like the amount of shit that it starts out with is just it's too much. And they said, you've got a full lash on your lower lash line. I don't even wear eyelashes on my lower line anymore. Do you?
No.
I trim them. I wear little flicky ones on the outside.
So you do it?
Yeah. I think it makes my eyes
So
look a lot bigger.
me, we can't have lies.
No, but they're not full lashes.
You still wear them on your lower line though?
Yeah.
I don't, because I
outside.
personally think they look shit. No, that's not true at all. I
just
have
can't
so
pull
much
them off.
black there that there's no need for it.
I like it. I think it just like softens
I like it.
and
I
opens
think
up the eye.
I don't think I can pull it off. I think you can pull it off because your makeup's quite like bright and shit.
It's
like...
massive though as well. It balances out how big.
No, it's not a read. I was
What
like,
was your read?
No,
There?
there wasn't. I
Makeup-
just felt like it could have gone down.
Someone
No,
is
like,
walking into the shade tree.
We're still friends. It's fine.
okay, I'll stop talking. No, I mean, it was a compliment because your makeup's quite bold and bright.
What did you take offensively there? Bold and bright?
Nothing.
So, like, you can pull off a low lash. It's the same as, like, I don't know.
I think he's saying it's disproportionately enormous. And therefore looks stupid. Did you use the word stupid? That's really rude. I don't understand where the offence was there.
There wasn't. I was preparing myself to take offence.
Okay.
Well, I think your makeup's dreadful. So I'm just going to put that out there.
But talking about like going from like crusty to like semi-okay.
I'm sorry, semi-okay was not a nice way of saying that.
Well,
Crusty to dusted.
Crusty
to semi-okay.
Are you going to let me
Dusted.
finish?
No, I'm not, because that's so rude. Semi-okay.
If you'd let me finish, I was going to turn it back onto myself and say that I
Sure.
recently put out the part 3 of my playthrough of Spooky Sites and Jump Scares that nobody cares about, but I think it's really fun. And it does get a few comments where people are excited about it. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, part 3 was more than a year since part 2. So you look at my face then, and I'm like, shit, that's kind of rough. But then I look back at part 1, fuck me, that's got to be the worst makeup I've ever done, ever.
I mean,
Like,
there's a
it's
few
awful.
nominations for that.
Yeah, but...
But I remember looking at that, because that is the look that I had when I did your makeup, that video, and I hate that that's got so
That
many views, because
is
my
when I
face is
think
so
you look like
bad.
Michael Jackson. I told
Yeah.
you like Michael Jackson.
No, that was something else.
Oh. Alright. Okay, great.
But I
No,
look
that's
so
because
bad.
I think that's because you guys do it every single week and you do it so often that it's come through really quickly.
I think also, if we were on our own, it would have taken so much longer. It's because we take sort of ideas and products
Yeah.
and stuff from each other, and we kind of
We tell each other we look shit all the time.
we sort of poke, sort of sort of pick out flaws and stuff, I suppose. But we sort of give each other ideas and inspiration, so that helps. That's how it's gone along a lot quicker. Because I really only see we're sort of drag queens that sort of came out of RuPaul's Drag Race, which I mean there's so many, and a lot of them sort of are really sort of think a lot of themselves sort of unnecessarily, as we all know. They think that because they've watched an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race that they are instantly just hot shit. It doesn't work that way. But I started watching from season 2 when that started airing, so we're really only talking about like 3 years, maybe 3 or 4 years.
What? 6?
6 years.
Well, since season 2.
There's
Yeah.
a season every year. We've just done season 8.
No,
8
because it
minus
started in 2009. So
Right.
2000 and...
Well, 2016.
Oh no, but I didn't watch it when I know it was on here. It was on, what was the channel? It was on E4. That was a couple of years after. Maybe it was season 3 then.
When I first met you, season 4 had just finished airing.
I started
I can remember
watching
trying to find-
just after season 4 is when
I can remember trying to download episode 1 of season 4 because they used to do a thing. Do they still do it? Well, this last season they uploaded all the episodes leaked early, didn't they? But
Yeah.
season 4 they did the first episode I think online like a bit before or something. I remember trying to find the legal copy. I since don't do anything legal. But I can just thinking back, I don't know where this was going.
I was
now.
going to say, where is this going?
Yeah.
Where was it? Well, someone else is allowed to talk.
Well, we were just hoping that this was going to go somewhere and it just never
Yes,
did.
I was segueing nicely into RuPaul. No, fuck.
What's on the list?
Let's have a look at the list. Oh, okay, so I'll tell you what. RuPaul sometimes tweets about stuff, and people think that his stuff is a bit scandalous. Charmaine and I enjoy Notes on a Scandal.
That was...
That was the worst thing I've ever heard of my entire life.
Get out. Literally get out.
Have you seen Notes on a Scandal?
Yes.
Okay, have you seen
Like
it?
once.
Right, okay, but
With
that's not
you.
enough. Oh, did I show it to you?
Yes. And it was good, but I would never in a million years have thought it was a film that could be so, like, quotable.
Are you...
I don't think it is, to be fair.
It fucking is. Every single line in that just comes into everyday life. The accidental brush
of a conductor's hands
sends
and
a jolt of longing straight to your groin. I mean, it's just, when are you not going to need to say that every day?
Like always.
We went to sort of a party the other day, and Charmaine told me that one of her favourite things to do was just to quote Judi Dench in that. And it was the scene where, yes, it bloody did. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know which one you do.
I'll tell you another time. It was the part where, so Kate Blanchett is in this movie, and she has an affair with he's underage, right? How looks like 15.
Well, he's
Stephen
He's
Conway.
like 14.
No, I'm pretty sure he's 15. There's a,
Yeah.
But anyway, obviously that's
He's a
okay.
schoolboy. Yeah, he's a
Regardless,
pupil at the
14 or
school she
15,
works
it's not
at.
great. And Judi Dench catches her doing it in like an art class or something. They're like rolling around in paint.
It's really hard.
And Kate Blanchett she's loading her shopping into a car, and Judi Dench calls her. So she's got the phone against her shoulder, and she's like, "Hello," and Judi Dench says, "I need to talk to you about Stephen Connolly." And
Who?
she goes, "Who?" And Judi Dench says, "Go and say it, Charmaine."
Let's not, shall we?
Let's not, shall we? Oh, it's so good. It's the best movie ever. I feel like it was nominated for loads of Oscars and it didn't win
I have to
shit.
give credit because Chris introduced me to the film.
Let's talk about Chris.
And Harry's dead to us because he's never here. Never here.
I mean,
He just
Chris,
hates you, and I
Chris
just really
didn't
blame
attend the vigil. He didn't come to our last sort of outing. What did he not come to?
The barbecue.
The bloody barbecue.
That big bitch.
So, if you are listening to this, Chris, you can go suck a bag of dicks, which you're probably doing anyway.
That's why you couldn't come.
That's why he couldn't come. So, anyway, yes, we're going to put notes on the scandal on after this. Straight after this. I'm really excited about it. And I'd like to just take a second to talk to you all about Squarespace. Squarespace is an online...
Okay, we're not sponsored by Square. You're such an asshole.
why don't you have a Facebook page, Charmaine? People can ask you about this.
Is it because you're scared?
You feel like there'll be like 4 people sending you friend requests?
No, are you scared that you're going to get like an accidental sugar daddy out of it and it's just going to like go really wrong?
No, that's what I'm hoping for.
Sugar daddy. What are you talking about? He'd love that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that
hoping
can
for.
get out of hand.
No, it can't. Send me the. How can being sent?
Oh,
money
well, then
out
get a
there?
Facebook
I've got
page.
too many cars.
Get a Facebook page then.
Okay, I have a new wig every week.
A new wig. A new
I wouldn't
blonde.
even send them to your
Wimpy.
face anymore.
Just replace it. There once in the bin.
Straight in the bin.
Disposable wigs.
You've got an Instagram account.
I do have an Instagram account. And that's
Don't say what the user is.
sorry. That's at Charmaine Diamond What?
Charmaine Diamond Twat.
Not that.
Diamond White being a... Did we explain this in that one video we did? What was the
No.
one we did, the Never Have I Ever? Diamond White is a brand of cider.
It's a super gross brand of cider. It's like really cheap, bitter, nasty.
Is the bottle like opaque silver, or is that something else?
I feel like it is. I know it's got like a really like ice coldy bluey white label.
Oh, I know, it's not
And
good.
I used to drink it when I was like 14. It was super horrendous.
I don't think I've ever tasted it, but we should probably get some. Oh yeah, this my birthday is in November, so I was thinking, oh well, I want to do like something.
Nice
I wanna
segue
do-
there.
That was a
That
great
was a great segue.
A great segue.
You can all go fuck yourselves.
No thanks, we're not Chris. I was like, I want to do something big because I just love when it's a big event and you can like make an outfit and it's hot shit.
Yeah.
So I thought, what is the theme going to be? And I thought, like Dairy theme because you didn't do that for your
I didn't.
bastard.
I was tempted.
I was like, maybe Dairy. Yeah, Dairy. Everyone comes as like a cheese or a cow or something.
That's such a shit idea.
What?
Use one of them like little circle things. A triangle comes and it's like.
What?
What's
Yes,
that?
like a Dairy. Everyone
Little
give me like a different
fascinator.
kind of soft cheese. Well, that's
So
obviously
shit.
no one liked that idea. So
It's not really an idea, is it?
you can all suck a goat.
It's
So
great.
I was like, oh, I need an idea. So Charmaine said, why don't we do is it ABC?
Yeah, ABC.
Which stands for anything
But clothes.
but clothes. So just like you wear just a bunch of shit.
Like
and
you have to make something like.
And then what is anything but cups?
Yeah.
So you drink out of some shit as well. So it was
Like,
I
basically...
love the anything but cups idea.
Like,
That sounds so funny.
Can't bring a cup. You have to bring something to pre-drink.
Some kind of drinking vessel.
Vessel that's not, a cup. Which I love.
Can I just
that
say
idea.
now, publicly, that I am actually backseating the ashtray to drink out of? Not a dirty one, don't look at me like that. I
Yeah,
look
but
like
also, that's
Can't
not
really
a lot
fit
of
much
drink.
in an ashtray, can you?
That's like a big shot. That's not, you can shot out of an ashtray.
I'm
just going to bring a bucket. Just to make one drink the whole night.
Can I park the skip outside?
Yes, exactly!
The
I'm going to
front
take
garden.
that fucking obnoxious wooden well in the garden that that dude made. So it's the anything but clothes. So it's basically like a drag race, unconventional challenge.
Like drag on a dime.
So I said it can be like Poundland thing, like 99p shop.
Which I think would be so good. Everything has to come from Poundland. So
From
you'll be allowed to
Poundland.
use your wigs,
Shoes and undergarments, and makeup. Nix has got you covered. But obviously, yes, you have to buy a bunch of shit. And no one can complain that it's like, oh, I don't want to spend money. You're not spending money, just time and creativity.
Yeah, but that's cheating on your part because you do the Poundland challenge every week.
Oh, that's so Charmaine made it funny. Find her Facebook page. It's Oh, wait.
It's coming soon. It's in the process of
Coming.
being a thing.
No, all right then. So I think, of all the people that will be attending this party, so you two will do it. Obviously,
Oh, definitely. Right.
Felicity Von Doe will do it. I think she'll be great at that actually, because she likes to construct shit anyway. And who else will do it? We have some dear friends, Megan and John, who would rather do anything else in the world than this.
They never participate in any kind
So
of theme.
they're going to be forced to do this. I mean, I can't imagine what it would look like. Can you? They just wear bin liners with
It would just,
call it a
it'd just
day.
be like a t-shirt with like a paper plate stuck on it.
Megan once did Halloween, and she wore her own clothes. She got some green and brown face paint and some white face paint. She paled herself out and she covered this white t-shirt in green shit. And she came as someone who died from asphyxiation by choking on her own vomit. That was her costume. Someone who threw up and died.
I think that's quite creative, though.
I mean, is it creative or is it just a way of saying, oh, I can wear my neckties, but just put some paint on my t-shirt. That's fine.
I think
The idea behind it is creative.
She actually once looked really hot shit because she came as like a porcelain doll. She got this cute little like doll dress and she just put like cracks on her face. That
A
was
dress.
good. She wore a dress. Oh my god,
Dedication.
Megan used to, when we were at university, she'd come into my bedroom and she'd ask me to put her fake eyelashes on. And we'd like straighten her hair and I bought her some heels once and she wore them for like 10 minutes and she ate shit on the pavement. She felt ass over tit. It was incredible. And yeah, so she
nowadays
did
she's one of those big lesbians that just doesn't go for all
tattoos,
Yeah.
she's
She's one of
tattoos.
those. Yeah.
And she'll always have a giant bowl of pineapple before she goes on a night out because it makes you taste nice downstairs.
Is that true? I've
It's not
heard
true,
that about
but
guys.
It's not true, but me and Megan just like to think it is anyway. So
Does she actually do that?
I don't know. Yes, probably. I think so.
Have you just made that up?
No, she does. Well, she always talks about it, whether she actually does it every time. But anyway, so Megan and John are going to be forced to do the theme. Who else would do it? No. Our friends are not creative people.
Your sister be there?
I
She'll
don't
do
know
it.
if she will be there, but if
Oh,
she's
no.
there, she will do it. Kat would do it.
Kat would
Kat
do
and
it.
Nathan would do it.
Do you think Rosie would do it?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Rosie,
These
I mean-
people are great.
Not
That other Rosie would probably do it as
Yeah.
well. So that's going to be exciting actually. I feel like I don't. I mean, you would really have to just go around Poundland and sort of look at shit first.
be like
Yeah.
a Project Runway challenge.
Yeah, but they've got
Yeah.
nothing in Pound. Like, they don't really do anything.
Yeah, they do.
What do you mean
Of course they
doing
do? They've got like a garden
You,
area, they've
I
got
bet-
like a toy
Do
area.
you know what I bet you would do? You would do what the ones in Project Runway that go home.
Buy a tablecloth.
You'd buy a tablecloth
Oh,
and
no.
make a dress out of it.
Oh,
You
no.
wouldn't construct something out of like plastic cutlery or like coffee filters or something. You'd find a shower curtain and be like, oh, here's a skirt.
I fully take you up on that challenge. I'm alright with that. It's gonna be good.
Scarlett Starlet.
You're going to put some panels into it as well.
Scarlett Starlet during her perfect androgyny days, they had a week where I think it was basically this. They had to do like an unconventional challenge, and she using plastic plate created this amazing like armor effect, kind of like corset, like a peplum. It was really amazing. If I find the video, I'll put a card and a notation here. But it looks really, really cool. It was, I don't know, it was just really cool.
You know who I think about? Whenever you say Scarlet Starlet, I
Scarlet
think
Harlot.
of Scarlet Harlot.
Me too.
And I
Who
don't...
is just adorable.
I don't know if she's going to be listening to this. Probably not. I know she likes Wendigo Solutions. But I'm just going to say hello because she's so cute. We saw her once in Lidl in Brighton. I mean, not Lidl. We weren't in Lidl. We were in Waitrose.
No, we also saw her before that, but like from afar. I just remember thinking like how amazing she was.
I didn't know who she was then. I must
No,
admit.
we were just like,
And
oh,
I
she
said,
looks gorgeous.
have you seen that specimen over there? She's fucking gorgeous. She's just
We were just sat watching the
dripping
parade,
in
weren't we?
beauty. I didn't know if she was trans or what. I just thought, God, she's just so gorgeous. And then
Yes.
so much time later, we spoke to her a couple of times, and she said, "Oh my God, I saw you guys sitting outside, but I didn't want to come over and say hi. I was too scared because we're such superstars." So that was so cute. So hello, Scarlett, if you're listening to this, which you probably not because you're better than us. Oh right. So has anyone else got anything else to say? Because this has been fun. I feel a bit better now.
What? Oh, we're gonna go on holiday soon, you guys.
We're going to Italy, so to all of the 3 Italian Novympia fans.
Yeah, if you are listening to this from Italy, comment in the comment section, please, because
I've never heard of anyone say they're from Italy that watches our
I've
shit.
been told that Italy's not quite so cool with like the whole LGBT thing. My
Not to say there
sister-
aren't some gay brothers and sisters there, because there must be. 'cause
But they
you're
are
humans.
like one of the only countries in Europe that haven't legalised gay marriage. And my sister Rachel has currently been spending a year in Rome as part of her university studies. And she has had some issues with living in Rome. Yeah, just some interesting viewpoints from several people. I don't know if it's like limited to just Rome, but she's found everything to be quite conservative, and there's a lot of Catholic influence. And I think as a holiday, we're going to love it. I think we're only going for a week, and I think it'll be really, really nice. But she was saying to me as well earlier today that it was like Italy Pride or Rome Pride like a couple of days ago. She barely even noticed it happened. The capital city of the country, and like she didn't even. It was so tiny, which is sad.
That
I mean,
is
I-
quite fact. I
I-
bet there's some hot Italians.
I struggle to. You are a horny little girl. I struggle to comprehend that a country could be so sort of backward thinking, especially when they gave the world pizza. It's such a loving thing. It gives back, like it loves back. So, pasta as well. Let's not forget.
Well, if we're going to get really technical, pasta's actually from China.
Oh well, that's true.
Or maybe not China. It's from Asia. Is it China or is it Japan? China. I feel like it's China.
Yeah,
And then it got adapted by the Italians.
yeah, and they did it better. That's like saying, "Fuck you, Blockbuster. Netflix is better." So, what are you gonna do about it? I don't give a shit. I'm happy about Netflix. So I'm happy about pasta. So you can't take pizza away from them. I wouldn't hear of it. All right. Well, Nova's yawning, so I guess that's
quickly before you go.
Oh, the merch. Yeah, I mean, we are trying to do merch. We have a few sort of hitches along the way.
I like how Char's more like our moderator rather than our guest tonight.
You are the moderator. Thank you for having us.
It's like,
Char.
hey, you've
Sorry,
got,
Novympia
you've
coming
got
through.
one more topic to cover before
I
you
love
go.
that whenever we're in a bar, Charmaine goes through first, like fucking Moses parting the Red Sea. And that was Moses, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really embarrassing. That was like Noah.
I was thinking it was.
And Charmaine always, "Excuse me, wow, presents coming."
Excuse me, represents Novympia.
Sorry, wow,
Thank you.
presents. Sorry, wow, presents.
Novympia coming through. Thank you. Can we
Sorry.
take away? Thank you. Can we take away?
Sorry.
Thank
Well,
you.
then why not? Thank you so much.
Don't look at them.
It's so amusing.
No autographs, please.
I just love it. So fucking fun. Yeah, but we are doing the. Oh, we've been talking about the merch for bloody years. It'll never be here. We've
It will be. We've got a couple of designs. You guys all saw our prototype of heads.
oh, the one ahead is great. Oh,
we're
it's
just busy-
so cute.
We're busy speaking to a few graphic designers and illustrators at the moment, and we're just trying to like get a few designs like actually bashed out officially. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. We have like a shop. We've got like we've got a shop. We've got a website all kind of set up, but it's all private. So as soon as we've got like some designs finalised, we'll put it your way.
We will unleash them. Would you guys wear a t-shirt with my face on it?
If there's any kind of like specific items of clothing you guys would like to see, let us know as well. We'll try to make it happen. Because I know a lot of people. Well, nothing like too abstract, but a lot of people have been saying that like
pretty standard.
The standard unisex t-shirts like don't really look good on them, or I heard about someone just wanting like a tank top and just things like that. If anything of that kind of
that nature, like a dinosaur onesie, you know. It's so yes, that's something that's on the back burner, along with because we're bankrupt. All of those things are in the works. I've had fun this afternoon. Obviously, we've been on a bit of a down.
Yeah.
The LGBT community has suffered a blow this weekend, but we're here to sort of push forward, and we're not going to be silenced.
You've gotta stay visible. You've gotta be even louder now.
Yeah.
I think
We're going to be even more obnoxious now, you guys. Well, especially Nova, because she was driven. You heard Charmaine said it, not me. All right, great. Well, thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you for being here, Charmaine.
No worries. Thank you for having
you
me
contributed
again.
so much.
Cheers, dear.
Cheers, sweetheart.
That's
Watch
not
yourself,
Charmaine.
dear. That's not Charmaine. Oh, we're going to put that on in a minute. All right, great. So that's probably it, then, everyone.
That's probably it.
Follow us on social media, please, or else.
And we'll put Char's various shites in the description as well.
We'll put
Oh, if
her.
you would.
We'll put her Instagram, her phone number, and her address because she's available to have poo sent to her. In the YouTube description. Okay, thanks then, everyone. Bye then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.